Hey, what's up to YouTube modeling community? It's Rusty Rotor. This is just my Acme haul. Stuff we didn't get to go over via the other two videos. So we'll take a look at all that stuff. I've just been farting around today, working on her a little bit. Up close, kind of see just starting to pick out the first layer of all the details, and come in more highlighting, painting back and forth. She'll really pop out when we add some washes to her. Something else. Oh, another gentleman I forgot to mention. We'll get that out of the way so I don't forget about it again. Skip. That's Skip-O-Matics. I got a shop card. I believe I did. I'm ill prepared. Yes, I did. I knew I did. Gentleman right there. All around great guy. I had a lot of fun. A lot of conversation with the gentleman. Just another, notch in people that I got to meet and actually got to talk to. And super nice guy. Can't wait to hang out with him again. If you're not subbed to his channel, get over there. Show the gentleman some love. He's got some great stuff. I've followed him for quite a while on the big TV upstairs, and I really like his work. So you guys get over there and check him out. Tell him Rusty sent you. Okay, so first, one of the things I was looking for at Acme, just one, was the Shelby Cobra, the 427. Mark had a couple in here and there, and I just didn't get the opportunity to get it, seize the moment. It's one I do not have in my stash. I used to have about 3 of them, and, we all know what happened with that. So I went up to Model Roundup. They were out of them. I'm like, crap. And I'd been there 2 or 3 times, and I didn't see them sitting out anywhere. So I was like, they don't have it yet or whatever. Then a gentleman came back, and he had got the last one. I was like, well, crap. So I went out just to make sure, and they checked for me, and they were truly out of them. And he said, hey, you can either pay for it today, or, get home, get online, order it that way, and we'll get it right out to you. I said, well, I'll pay for it today. He said, great, we'll get it shipped out Monday. Okay. And they've got speedy shipping. I mean, that's why I like dealing with them. They're super fast. A little tight on the head here. I got it this morning. So really not even 2 days, and it got here. We'll take a look at it first. It's the new one. It's the Ravel by Germany. I will build this when I don't know. It won't be in this livery. And then again, it might. I don't know. I've always had kind of an idea in my head of how I want to build one. Super slick detail. If you look at the box, you can see that interior is really nice. Engine bay is super nice. I don't see any pictures of the chassis, but I know they've got a really nice chassis underneath them. So I was super happy that showed up today. So that's one that I got. Get a chance, go over and check out Model Roundup for all the new releases. Sign up for the newsletter. Always got great stuff coming. Great guys. Just super easy web page to go through and browse through and get what you want, and it's going to be to your doorstep really quick. This kit was a little pricey. I'd like to have seen it a little cheaper, but it's one of those things. If you truly want something, you're going to have to pay for what you want. I'd much rather have got it at a cheaper price. The other one I want is the one that's in the background, is the GT40. The old one. And I do want to build it in that livery, the Gulf livery. So I'm on the hunt for that kit as well. We talked about Alvis. I'm sorry you're not seeing me. There we go. You know, I got my number 3. And I got that backwards, guys, just to clarify. My number 1 Holy Grail is the Javelin AMX, which I got. I don't have it in hand yet, but I do have it, and when we get it, we'll go over it really close. My number 2 was the F-85 Cutlass Wagon. And through this kindness of this gentleman here, I'm going to be able to get that too. Don't know when, but hopefully here soon. But I did get my number 3. My number 4 is the Cuda, which I already got in a trade with Mr. Ledford. It was previously built, but it's built so good that I'm probably just going to add some stuff to it and call it good, because I really like the direction he went with it. But I can definitely add to it and, you know, improve on it, and or hopefully improve on it. But since I got this kit from Alvis, he threw this one in. It was a 2-for-1 deal. I had this truck. I traded it off for a 66 Malibu Chevelle for a future plan I got. And this is what I originally planned to use to build the 60/66 C10. We wouldn't be adding that /66 or 60 in there if I had still had this. And I just didn't have the extra money to go buy it, but now I got it. I do have plans for this one too. Now it's just changed from one truck to the other. So that's number 2 we got. Number 3. I think I said this before. I don't know. But I am a huge lover of the 40s Fords. And that ranges all through all 40s, you know, from 1940 to 49. But primarily in the 40s. And I passed by it 3 times, and I finally pulled the trigger and jumped on it because I don't have the convertible, and I wanted it. It was the right price. It was a damn good price, actually. The tag says $30. I got it for $20. So really good price. Sealed kit, never been opened. Pristine shape. It will get built. It's not. I'm a little too old in the age or life to start buying just to buy and have and hold on to them. I want to try to get through kind of what I got and the few that I don't have that I want, you know, in my lifespan. And I'm planning ahead, and we'll make the jump to larger scale. You know, when these stop moving as well and these stop working as well, we'll move to a larger scale. Now, here's a little interesting tidbit. We talked about this too. My wife, you know, won it in a raffle. The Sox and Martin. The decals we got are for Butch Layout. I want to say it right. Let me get it here. Butch Leal's Camaro Pro Stock Slicks decal set. We will be building this one here. I actually found a file for the hood scoop, so I don't need that anymore. So we're golding there. I need to do more research and get pictures of the engine so I can do it justice too. But these two gentlemen raced. Sox and Martin. I guess it was a famous race. I don't know much about it. But, you know, what a way to go. I got one of the Sox and Martin, so we'll build them both and we'll keep them side by side, and, you know, just a nice little duo type thing. So, I've been doing research all day today, just trying to find everything I can about the Camaro. So I got all my parts in a row, and I'll be ready to go. Last and not least, got this nice collector's tin with the Fiat in there and the covered rail. Both kits in here. Everything I need is in here. And there's a bonus. there's actually a $40 resin body in there, so I can actually build 2 of the Fiats. Now I will have to scratch build primarily everything, and that's good because I'm going to turn it into a gasser anyways. That's what's going to replace the I think it's a 34 Ford truck, which I'm going to use to build. See what you got to look forward to when you get old. Mr. Kit Carson's. I don't know if this is his actual truck. I didn't get to ask him, or if this is just one they built. But either way, we'll use that to build a replica of this. I have the tires and wheels. I have the paint color, and now I have the kit. I don't know if the kit has the sun visor. I may have to scratch build that, but that's no big deal. But I am going to build a replica of that. I am a lover of old school hot rod. It's just, you know, once I found Pro Touring, I was kind of drawn on a different course, different path. I'll open this up real quick because I want you guys to see that resin body. And there's 3 sets of glass for this Fiat in here. So, you know, this is a pristine resin body. Smooth. I mean, we'll do this because, like I said, I lost my glasses, so see how Back to the Future I look. Tiny little bit of sanding and cleaning up, and I mean tiny little bit. There is a little spot on the passenger side A-pillar. I'll have to do a little filling in. Other than that, there is no pinholes in this. Everything's nice, crisp, and clean. There's a little bit on the hood and a little bit on the driver's side of the fender right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not. Looks like a little wrinkle in there, but that still, that's nothing to fill in and sand. The grill, I may look for a grill and look in my parts box and see if I have one, and we will cut this out and add another one in to get a better look. But yeah, I mean, I didn't get a whole lot. Like I said, I was looking for specific things. One of the big things was a Eleanor body in resin to build an Eleanor. That's been another dream of mine. It's one of my holy grails. It's one of my favorite movies. Absolutely love that car. The pepper gray. You know, it's just all of it. And I know there's the Ukrainian kit, USAC or whatever it is. They made them, then they stopped. Then they made them, they stopped. And now they're just too expensive to buy. So I was looking just for a resin kit to use as a trans kit, and I have a kit up here to use as a donor. But was unable to find one of those. Was also looking for cow induction scoops. I need like 1, 2, 3. I need like 4 of them. Just the normal size cow induction scoops. Can I scratch build it? Yeah, I probably could. I'd rather graft the scoop into the hood. And I like playing with the putty and the sanding process and all that. It's kind of like working on a real car to me. I don't want the whole hood because 2 of them I'm unsure on, but I want to have the scoop just in case. I was also looking for the F85 Cutlass and the Bree Dawson 240Z. I did see it, and I got sidetracked and walked away and came back, and it was still there, and got sidetracked again, and I never did make it back to the vendor to get it because I have the 510. And I wanted that one, you know, set as a duo in a display case. But you know, there's always more shows, and I can find them online. Just usually at a show you can get a better price or a deal, and balling on the budget, I like deals. Also to clear on Joel's, like I said, the kit is only available from 11/11 to 11/20. Using the code Rusty10 will get you the 10% for the entire month of November on his online store. None of that applies to the eBay store. It's all the online store. So just make sure you're clear when you go to order it. He does replenish his stock every week. You may go on there and find out that it's out of stock, but keep checking back. Usually, like Friday, he'll make a post that everything's restocked and ready to go Saturday on the online store. I don't know which day it is, but just keep watching, on his Instagram page, and he usually posts on Facebook too when he restocks them, because he knows it's running the entire month, so he's going to, fill all the orders he can on it. And yeah, is it pricey? Yes, it is pricey, but it's it's not for everybody. We don't need that on my head right now. It's just one of those things. If it's something you're wanting, and you want to dabble in, to work me, would I've bought one? Yes, I would have bought one, because, like you guys all know, I hate the 4-door Chargers. I don't care how wide body kit you put on. Yeah, is it a cool car? Yes, but the 4-door just turns it off to me. This one being 2-door, even though it's an electric car, it's still very appealing. And the sky guys are modelers. The sky's the limit on what you can do with one. Me, I'm going to build a box stock. I'm not adding anything to it. I'm not going to open the doors or the hood. Sorry guys, I'm still wiped out from Acme. It's the drive there, the disability. It's the combination of everything. So I've just been kind of hanging out, cleaning the shop a little bit, making arrangements to start moving this desk, and continue working on what I'm working on, and getting started on the 32 Ford and the EV charger. I hope you guys enjoyed those videos. I hope a lot of you get the opportunity to go seize that kit. It's just one of those things. I like to bring that kind of stuff to the channel. It's unique. It's new. 3D printing is a whole new era, and it's only going to get bigger and better. The only thing I can say about 3D printing, if you dabble in 3D parts, just make sure that you're open and honest with them on what scale you want. So if you go to somebody that prints stuff, just make sure they know what scale you're on, whether it's 1/24th or 1/25th, because they all do vary in size a little bit. And get it, inspect it, kind of dry fit it into what you're wanting to use, and make sure everything's right. Don't just get it and get excited and throw it up, and because I've come to that and go to use it, and I actually was out of scale, and what I was wanting it for is it's too big for, or it was too small for. So always be open, when you especially like if you contacted Joel or McGill, make sure you're clear on that it's the right scale. Other than that, start off small, intricate little pieces of detail before you start getting all 3D stuff and trying to figure out how it all goes together, and best way to glue it together and prep and paint. It does require a little work, but you're getting something that you normally wouldn't have been able to get. So to that, it's worth the little extra work you got to put into it. Some people it's not. I get that. But to me, that's just being a little lazy. And if I'm dead set on a certain look, I'm going to put the work into it to get what I'm trying to achieve. So don't be discouraged by it, and just because it has lines in it and everything else. It stands out so easy, guys, with minimal work. A little wash. You're washing your styrene, hopefully, anyways. Through all the stages. When you first get it, you wash it, and then you do all your etching and grinding, sanding, whatever you're doing, and then you come back and wash it again, and then you put it in primer, and then after you sand your primer, you wash the body again. You're doing all the steps. That way you achieve, hopefully, the best outcome. And 3D is no different than styrene in that aspect. It requires some work. But trust me when I say that, the realm of models and you dive into a genre that I'm in, there's nothing really available for it. So the only thing I can do is 3D print parts to achieve the parts I want and the look I want for, you know, what I build. You know, it's different when it comes to underneath the hood. You know, my strong points are definitely engine compartments. And that can just be achieved with anything you got around the house. As long as it's small enough and it stays in scale and it looks the part, you're okay. You don't have to worry about aftermarket so much when it comes to that. But other things, you know, I have to go to the realm of 3D until aftermarket. There's a couple companies that do offer certain things, but I wish they would expand on that a little bit. The rear suspension, like I use on the GTX, that is a Pro Touring 4-link setup. Is it any different than the Pro Stock or Pro Street 4-link? Guys, I'm totally chilled and relaxing right now. Well, not that I'm trying to get out of camera here. There we go. It's just that they, you know, nobody makes it, and they're very similar. They are a little different, but they're very similar. But at least somebody said, hey, you know, there's that genre out there. Let's make a 4-link setup for Pro Stock. And that's the coilovers, all the link arms, all the brackets, the brackets for the diff, you know, and you could make it functional where it actually works. Mine was that way, and I kind of just dabbed a little super glue here and there just to kind of seize it up right where I wanted it, and because I don't want, you know, people to be going like this and trying to test it out. No, the coilovers, as long as you cut the shaft on the top piece or the center rod, you cut it a little short, those shocks will work. So I mean, you can get 100% function, detail, and everything else out of them. I wish a company would step up in the photo etch world for the front suspensions. They do make the coilovers and, you know, other pieces. It's just all the brackets involved and everything else would be nice to have also. Along with, and then I have to go back to 3D world, is a tubular chassis. That would have to be done via a 3D printer, unless I wanted to scratch build it out of brass tube, which is something I've thought about trying to do. Scratch building my own frame, my own roll cage, so on and so forth. But that's down the road a little bit, that I'll try to mess with that. And, you know, it'll be here on YouTube in one of my videos when I do it, or start to do it, and see how it goes, so you guys will get to see too. There's plenty of guys out there that do that kind of stuff. Clay Kemp is the number one guy that I know of that is, you know, a brass aficionado that, you know, can bend it, solder it, you know, sand it down, paint it, and make it look beautiful. So, you know, kudos to him for that. I'm not there yet. But again, that's everything I got at Acme, other than some, I got a little LS7. I don't know where it's at. I don't think I put it away. Well, I may have lost it already. What did we do with that? Oh, no, I did. I put it away. But I got an LS7 engine. And then the main thing was meeting a lot of people. And as days go on, and weeks go on, I'll remember other people. And Cliff, another one, GI Models Garage, I think it's called. Where's that guy's card? GI Mechanics Scale Model Cars. Get over there, show him some love. I got to meet him, super nice guy. He's kind of in the same boat as me with a little element here and being limited on what you can do. But it was a pleasure sitting down talking with him and hanging out with him, along with Skip at Skip-O-Matics, you know, Old Tom, Fred, Henry, Brian, and everybody else. And as I remember names, I'll shout them out. But a lot of you are already following them. If you're not, go over there and check out their channels. They do great stuff. Cliff has always got something he's talking about, or a hangout going on, you know, a live hangout. Just a lot of talk, and it's really cool just to kind of get that feedback too. What else? I think that's about it, guys. Friday, what's on my bench? It just depends on where I get and what I got going on. I got to get motivated again. Like I said, I'm going to be working with my brother, so whatever I have Friday, it'll come out late. Yesterday's video, it took almost 12 hours to upload. I started at 9:30 in the morning, and it didn't finally load until like 10:15 last night. Don't know why. It was a little bit under an hour, and usually those take a little longer, and I know that, but almost 12 hours. That was ridiculous. YouTube, come on, get your stuff together. And now I'll lose 5 or 6 subs because I just said that. All right, I lost 2 and then gained 1 back just in a matter of a day. I'm over trying to keep up with that mess. But, you know, you guys hang in there. I'm going to have some good stuff coming here. Especially, maybe not so much this week, but next week we'll get back in a rhythm. And we'll get started on some of this stuff and getting this desk moved around and start doing some measuring. I'll kind of show you, I'll walk around, give you a little tour of, you know, kind of how everything's going to be. It's primarily once I get this desk moved, I can kind of see how far I want to come out for my computer area, and then the diorama table, how big it will actually end up being. It's not going to be huge by any means, but it should be big enough to do what I'm wanting to do from here on out without making any more changes. I was thinking about expanding the room out a little bit, and I've backed away from that. I really don't need to create more room. I just need to be more efficient and have everything kind of where I need it. So with that said, we'll see you guys on Friday. You guys have a safe rest of your week. I hope you enjoyed, you know, my haul. I was hoping to get a little more stuff, but like I said, everything's so chaotic, I didn't get a chance to grab a couple things that I did see, and maybe the next show I'll get them, or we'll find them online somewhere, or somebody, you know, will want to do a trade and have it and want something that I got. So there's always possibilities. That never ends. So thank you again. Thumbs up, thumbs down, drop your subscription, hit that bell notification. You'll know when my videos do drop. Leave your comments down below. Market Hobby Note Models, he's always down there. You guys get out there and check him out. And look forward to hearing from you guys, what you think about the kits, if you built them, which ones you like the best out of them, which ones you would like to see built first. You can throw all that down there in the comments. So until then, this is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.